How's it going, folks? So I'm going to be checking out the band Sonic Addictive, and the name of this song is Goodbye City. And y'all may recognize this band. I've checked them out on my channel in the past, but they reached out to me recently and asked if I would check out this new song here, which is from their debut EP, which came out April 24th, just a short bit ago. But yeah, so I was like, absolutely, I'd be happy to. Really curious to see what the band has been up to since I last kind of checked them out, especially since they just released their debut EP, which is really cool. But yeah, this is a new song from said EP, and I'm excited for it. So let's give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
The sun rises on my cheeks. Oh, this feeling is so sweet. Don't tell me the game is over. It's not enough. I don't wanna be alone, but you are so far. Give up and follow me now, deeper, oh deeper than oceans of mysteries. Untouched, this land moves me, I can't deny it. I will say goodbye, city, but I still stay a while. Losing my voice in echo.
is an interesting one here, folks. And they're an interesting band because I feel like they kind of dabble in a little bit of multiple genres. They kind of just do what they feel, and I dig that. I really dig that. This was a bit different from what I was expecting here, but to be 100% honest with you folks, it was a very pleasant surprise. I mean, it's a very unassuming song, and it doesn't try to blow your mind, or it doesn't try to be something that really just reaches out and grabs you and is like, hey, look at this. Like I said, it's a very unassuming song. It's very chill. It's kind of like a synth wave, synth pop sort of fusion with some AOR and 80s melodic rock in there as well. So it's kind of combining all of those things into one, and it works really, really well. I have to say that I, they just let the melody and the song and the tune and the music just kind of be what captures your attention. It becomes very endearing, and like I said, it's not grabbing you by the collar and saying, hey, pay attention to this. It just flows. It just plays, but I found myself being enraptured by it, and I was all in. I was all in. You just kind of want to close your eyes and just ride the vibe of the song. Just ride along with the movement and the melody of the song, and I loved it. I really, really loved it, and that melody, and there was parts where I kept thinking it was gonna kind of build up and kind of just go all in, but it never did. You had that one moment there towards the end where they kind of sing together, and it gets a little bit more. Grand's not the right word, but it adds a little bit more pop, pizzazz to it, if you were a little bit more of just not spark, but it definitely rises up a little bit to towards the end of the song, and that was really cool, but never like too much, and that worked for the song very well, because by the time it was over, I kept thinking, oh man, it could really use just kind of boom, just get really grand and big, and have that big climactic moment, and it never did, and the song is better for it. I feel like that would have taken away from the song. So very, very smart choice on the songwriting side for kind of refraining from doing that, because it would have taken away from the song and the vibe. And so the whole song, very keyboard heavy, some nice electronic kind of beats in there, electronic drums, and then like I said, the keyboard really adding the atmosphere. And then the vocals are what really takes you through. And the vocals were all really, really great. And the vocal melody was wonderful. Just a very pleasing song to listen to. And, in that chorus, the whole, I'll say goodbye city and all, it is so catchy, and it's so just pleasant. And every time it came around again, I was just all in. I was just really vibing with this song here. And then those moments where the guitar kind of does like a little solo a couple times, it was so groovy, and the guitar was so emotive, and just went really well with the song. And that's kind of what added a little bit of an edge to the song, just a smidge, because it was still somewhat subdued and went with the song. But, it just added, a little something extra, a little extra groove in there with those little guitar solo parts, and then would kind of go back in again to just that very smooth kind of synth pop AOR ballad kind of type of deal, and it just worked very, very well. And yeah, I loved it. I truly loved it. I'm putting this in a playlist for sure. I kind of have my playlist that I put together for my own personal use, like on Spotify and such. And, I'm definitely going to put this in my melodic rock kind of playlist because that's where I feel like it fits best because it is melodic rock, 80s AOR, but heavy, heavy kind of synth pop fusion in there with it. And it just is put together so well. And the vocals are really, really great and smooth. And the melody was wonderful. Again, I just really have nothing but good things to say about this song. And it just to circle back, it's very unassuming, and but it just works because it's captivating with the melody and just the vibe, and I felt it, and yeah, it just really, really, really cool kind of ballad song here that I just enjoyed wholeheartedly. So I'm gonna have to check out the EP and give that a listen because I'm very intrigued now to hear, some of the other songs on the EP and whatnot. But yeah, I dug this big time. Really, I don't know. Y'all have to let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. But I don't know. It just, I was captured by it. I felt it, and it's just a very emotive song, and it just, I don't know, I dug it. I was just all in on this, and when it ended, even I was kind of like, oh man, the kind of song where I just wish it would just kind of keep going because it's so easy and pleasant to listen to. Yeah, I don't know. To not just keep getting redundant, I'll kind of stop there. But yeah, I loved it. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this one? I'm really, really curious to hear your thoughts. Like I said, their debut EP came out April 24th. I believe it's called Welcome to Neon City. Speaking of which, last thing I'll say is in the video, I love the little sprites that they did for all the band members. That was sick. That was really, really tight. I love that. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought of this. And thank you, Sonic Addictive, for reaching out and asking me to check this out. So glad I did. Loved it. And yeah, so thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time, Ranger.